Hi guys, welcome back. Today taking a look at SPY and QQQ. So before I begin, remember to take a second to give the video a like and subscribe as you greatly help our channel. Without further ado, let's first start off with SPY. So on the Fibonacci support level, 61.8%, SPY at 380 did not hold very well. In fact, we went to a low of 362. So based on the Fibonacci support levels, essentially the next support is 349 and 318. 318 is pretty far away, so I'll be looking at the next support at 349.12, just below this 350 psychological support levels. That said, if we were to zoom in, we can see that SPY in fact had a pretty good recovery. However, we are looking at some resistance along this rate conversion line, rate baseline rather, at 389. So you can see that 389 is a very strong resistance for SPY. And we just managed to close the Friday with just below it at 388.67. So it coincides with this 50% Fibonacci resistance level, and the next key resistance to clear for SPY will be 396. If you can clear it 396 and even breaking above the $400 psychological resistance, then we're looking towards 405 and even potentially 417. That said, if we actually were to go down further and even go below this 382, this blue conversion line support levels, then things will start to turn ugly and we may even start breaking down to lower lows and even breaking this 362 to arrive at 349, 50% Fibonacci support level. So let's move on to QQQ. So QQQ, very similar situation. So you can see that this is slightly weaker at 50%, 286 already broke down and we hit a low of 269. So the 38.2% for QQQ is at 258.05. So there is a chance for us to visit these levels in the event that we continue to trend down lower. So let's take a look at its recent movements and its next few resistance to watch. So very similar to SPY, you can see that there is this rate baseline here that is acting as a very strong resistance, and this 50% at 291 has just been cleared and closed the wick at 295. So the next key resistance to watch will be the 61.8% at 297.25. If you can clear it, then 304 and 314 is a potential resistance for QQQ. If you pull back down, then hopefully this blue conversion line at 286 can hold. If not, 269 would be likely to be retested once again. So let's move on to FNGU. So this is a viewer's request, and we can just take a look at its overall charts. You can see that this is very much like a pump and dump scheme. So you can see that this is the accumulation phase and this is the uptrend. And this is where the big players actually distribute to the retail investors. And thereafter, you can see that the downtrend will continue to remain. So overall, it's a very ugly charts, and I don't know how long will it be trading sideways, or even accumulation phase may take a very long period of time before we can continue to trend back up or even break back down further. Perhaps to even to $5 or even $2. However, let's take a look at more of its recent resistance to clear. So you can see that this 50% at 910 from a recent low of 674 to a recent high of 1146. 910 seems to be a resistance that we just cleared on this particular Friday. But the next resistance that is even more critical would be the 61% at 966. So if you can punch up above this 966, that would be good. So we can clear above the $10 psychological resistance level and arrive at 1045 or even 1146 to retest the recent high of 1146 here. That said, you can see that on the way up, the cloud will act as a very strong resistance level. So from a low of $10 all the way to $16, there is a lot of cloud resistance at around $6 of cloud resistance. So do expect a lot of struggles for this particular counter. So if there's any changes, I'll give you guys an update. Thanks for stopping by. Till we meet again, appreciate the manipulation.